8 things an intelligent person in old age would never say. As we age, wisdom becomes our greatest asset, a treasure shaped by decades of experiences, triumphs, and lessons learned. However, even the wisest among us can slip into habits of speech that undermine our relationships, self respect, or influence. In old age, our words carry the weight of legacy, and using them wisely is a gift we can give to ourselves and others. Let's explore 8 things an intelligent person in their golden years would never say, along with thoughtful insights and practical advice for mastering our words. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Back in my day, everything was better. Nostalgia is a beautiful part of aging. It's the lens through which we revisit cherished memories, simpler times, and the joys of the past. But when those reflections turn into a habit of constantly comparing then to now, it can unintentionally create barriers between generations. Saying that everything was better back in my day may feel like sharing wisdom, but to others, especially younger people, it can come across as dismissive of their experiences and achievements. The truth is, every generation faces its own unique challenges and creates its own successes. Life in the past may have been different, perhaps even less complicated in some ways, but to claim it was universally better overlooks the progress and resilience of today's world. Yes, the values of community, hard work, and simplicity from decades ago are treasures worth cherishing. But the world has also grown in extraordinary ways. Advances in technology, strides in social justice, and a deeper understanding of mental health and personal well-being. The real gift of age is perspective, the ability to see the threads that connect the past, present, and future. Rather than dismissing the present, why not use your experiences to offer encouragement and insight? Share your stories, not as a critique of the present, but as a bridge to understanding. For example, instead of saying, "Back in my day, people worked harder," you might say, "When I was your age, we faced different challenges, and I'd love to hear how you're handling yours today." This simple shift in tone invites dialogue, showing curiosity about the world as it is now while still honoring the lessons of the past. It's also worth considering how nostalgia can sometimes distort reality. We tend to remember the good times more vividly than the hardships, the quiet Sunday mornings, the close-knit neighborhoods, or the simpler pleasures of life often stand out, while the struggles, economic difficulties, societal restrictions, or personal losses fade into the background. Recognizing this selective memory doesn't diminish the beauty of those moments. It enhances your ability to approach the present with compassion and realism. By embracing the present alongside your past, you not only keep your wisdom relevant, but also foster deeper connections with others. Younger generations may not share your experiences, but they value your insights when they're delivered with understanding and humility. A story from back in your day can become a source of inspiration rather than a point of contention if it's shared with care and context. Remember, the present is not in opposition to the past, it's a continuation of it. Each generation builds on the foundations of the previous one. By celebrating both, you honor your own legacy while encouraging those who come after you. Instead of clinging to the idea that everything was better before, take pride in the role you played in shaping the world as it is today. And more importantly, find joy in seeing how the seeds you planted have grown in ways you may never have imagined. The message you convey matters. Instead of longing for what was, embrace the opportunity to influence what is and what can be. Your perspective, tempered by experience, is a gift, not a tool to divide, but a bridge to unite. 2. I've done my part. It's someone else's problem now. As we grow older, it's natural to feel a sense of completion, as though we've fulfilled our obligations to the world. After all, we've worked hard, raised families, contributed to our communities, and overcome life's many challenges. There's a temptation to step back and declare, I've done my part. Now it's someone else's turn. But an intelligent person in their later years understands that the world doesn't stop needing their wisdom, even if their roles and responsibilities change. Life's later stages are not just about resting, they're about refining your purpose. You may no longer be on the front lines of raising children, managing a career, or shaping public policy, but your role as a mentor, guide, and elder is more valuable than ever. Saying it's someone else's problem now diminishes not only the influence you still hold, but also the opportunity to shape the future in a meaningful way. Your experience is a wellspring of knowledge that others desperately need, even if they don't always articulate it. The younger generation, your children, grandchildren, or even strangers in your community, are navigating challenges that may feel familiar to you, though wrapped in the unique complexities of the modern world. By sharing your insights without judgment or a need for control, you create space for growth, learning, and connection. Imagine someone struggling with a career decision or a personal challenge. Your words of encouragement or a story from your own life could provide clarity and direction. Rather than saying, that's not my problem, you might ask, how can I help? This simple shift from detachment to engagement not only enriches their life, but also gives you a sense of fulfillment. Moreover, staying engaged doesn't mean taking on burdens you can no longer carry. It's about offering what you can: a listening ear, a piece of advice, or simply your presence. The world doesn't expect you to solve every problem, but your willingness to contribute, even in small ways, speaks volumes. It reminds others and yourself that your value doesn't diminish with age, it evolves. There's also profound satisfaction in continuing to learn and grow alongside others. When you say, it's someone else's problem, you close yourself off from opportunities to stay curious, active, and connected. Life in old age can be a beautiful chapter of collaboration where you share not only what you know, but also learn from those around you. The world may seem unfamiliar at times, but that unfamiliarity is an invitation to explore and adapt, not retreat. An intelligent person recognizes that their influence doesn't fade with age, it deepens. The problems of the world, the family, or the community aren't solely someone else's to solve, they are part of the shared human experience. By choosing engagement over disengagement, you affirm that life's purpose extends far beyond personal milestones. Your contributions, no matter how small, ripple outward in ways you may never fully see, but will always matter. Your legacy is not just about what you accomplished in your prime. It's also about how you chose to remain a part of the world, even when the pace slowed or the roles shifted. Saying, I've done my part, may feel justified, but choosing to say, I'm still here and I'm willing to help in whatever way I can is the mark of true wisdom and enduring grace. 3. I know better than anyone else. As the years pass and experiences accumulate, it's natural to feel a sense of authority over certain matters. After all, you've lived through decades of change, trial, and growth. However, saying, I know better than anyone else can shut the door on meaningful conversations and alienate those around you. Wisdom in old age is not about proving superiority. It's about fostering connection and understanding. When you assert that you know best, you risk silencing voices that might carry fresh perspectives, ideas, or even truths you haven't considered. No one, regardless of age or experience, has all the answers. Life is too vast and complex for one person to grasp entirely. The mark of an intelligent elder is not in proclaiming their knowledge, but in their willingness to listen, learn, and engage in dialogue. Consider how much richer a conversation becomes when approached with curiosity instead of certainty. A simple shift in mindset, replacing "I already know this" with "I'd like to hear more about that," can transform interactions into opportunities for growth. Younger generations often see the world through lenses shaped by modern challenges and innovations. By opening yourself to their views, you not only honor their experiences, but also continue to expand your own understanding. Moreover, intellectual humility strengthens relationships. When you approach discussions with openness, people feel valued and respected. They're more likely to seek your wisdom and share their thoughts, creating a space where mutual learning thrives. Instead of building walls with statements like "I know better," you build bridges that connect generations and foster deeper trust. Intelligence in old age is about recognizing that learning is a lifelong journey. Every conversation, every encounter holds the potential to teach you something new. By embracing this mindset, you demonstrate a strength that comes not from asserting your knowledge, but from your willingness to grow alongside others. True wisdom lies in knowing that no matter how much you've learned, there's always more to discover. 4. I don't need to learn anything new. One of the greatest risks of aging is falling into the belief that there's nothing left to learn. It's easy to feel this way after decades of acquiring skills, navigating challenges, and building a lifetime of knowledge. But to say, "I don't need to learn anything new," is to shut the door on growth and limit the richness of your later years. The world is constantly evolving, and staying open to learning keeps you connected to it. Whether it's mastering a new technology, understanding societal changes, or exploring a fresh hobby, embracing new experiences invigorates the mind and spirit. Learning is not just about acquiring facts, it's about staying engaged, curious, and adaptable. Imagine the joy of discovering something you never thought you'd enjoy: painting, gardening, or even learning to navigate a smartphone to connect with loved ones. These experiences don't just enrich your life, they also inspire those around you. Younger generations often look to elders as role models. When they see you willing to embrace the unfamiliar, it sends a powerful message. Growth never stops, no matter your age. Learning also strengthens relationships. By showing interest in what others are passionate about, whether it's a grandchild's favorite video game or a friend's newfound interest in photography, you create bonds built on mutual respect and curiosity. Instead of saying, "I don't need to know about that," you might ask, "Can you show me how this works?" Such moments of shared learning deepen connections and keep your relationships vibrant. There's a quiet confidence in acknowledging that you don't have all the answers and a profound strength in seeking them out. When you choose to learn, you not only enrich your own life, but also set an example for those around you. You show that age is not a barrier to growth. It's an opportunity to embrace it with grace and enthusiasm. The refusal to learn isn't a sign of strength. It's a sign of fear: fear of change, of failure, or of stepping out of your comfort zone. But an intelligent person recognizes that life at any stage is about evolution. Every new skill or piece of knowledge adds depth and meaning to your journey. By keeping your mind and heart open, you ensure that your later years are not just a reflection of what you've done, but a celebration of all you're still becoming. 5. I don't have time for this nonsense. Time becomes a precious commodity as we age, and it's easy to grow impatient with things that seem trivial or irrelevant. Uttering, "I don't have time for this nonsense," may feel justified in the moment, but it risks shutting down meaningful connections and dismissing the experiences of others. Such words can carry unintended weight, making people feel undervalued or unheard. Intelligence in old age lies in recognizing that even seemingly small moments hold opportunities for growth and connection. What may appear as nonsense at first glance, a grandchild's fascination with a hobby, a friend's insistence on discussing a minor problem, or a stranger's perspective on a topic unfamiliar to you might actually be an invitation to deepen relationships and broaden your own understanding. Time, though finite, is most meaningful when spent building bridges, not walls. When you dismiss someone else's passion or problem, you also risk isolating yourself. People may stop coming to you with their joys, struggles, or insights, fearing judgment or rejection. Over time, this can erode the bonds that keep you connected to the world. Instead, consider approaching these interactions with curiosity and empathy. Ask yourself, what can I learn here? Or, how can I show this person that they matter? Every moment is an opportunity to practice patience and presence. When someone shares something with you, even if it feels insignificant, they're offering a piece of themselves. By choosing to listen and engage, you affirm their value and strengthen your relationship. What may seem like a small act of kindness, listening without judgment, showing genuine interest, can leave a lasting impact on those around you. Time is indeed precious, but its value comes not from how much of it we have, but from how meaningfully we use it. An intelligent person in old age understands that time spent fostering understanding and connection is never wasted. Instead of saying, I don't have time for this nonsense, embrace the moment and ask, how can I make this time meaningful? In doing so, you enrich both your life and the lives of those you touch. 6. There's no hope for the future. Aging can bring a profound sense of perspective, but it can also tempt us to view the future with cynicism. Saying, there's no hope for the future, reflects not just despair, but also a withdrawal from the world's ongoing story. Such a sentiment, though born of frustration or fatigue, risks extinguishing the hope of those who look to you for guidance and inspiration. Hope is not about ignoring the challenges the world faces. It's about acknowledging those challenges while choosing to believe in the potential for progress and resilience. The future may be uncertain, but history has shown us that humanity's capacity for growth and reinvention is limitless. Your life, filled with its triumphs and lessons, is a testament to that truth. When you declare there's no hope, you inadvertently pass on a legacy of doubt. Younger generations, already burdened by their own struggles, may feel even more discouraged when they sense despair from those they respect. But when you express faith in their ability to face challenges, you empower them to find solutions and build a better tomorrow. Your words carry immense influence, and choosing hope over despair can inspire confidence in those who need it most. Consider this: the future is not just in the hands of others. It's still shaped by your choices and actions. Whether through mentoring, supporting meaningful causes, or simply encouraging those around you, you have the power to contribute to the world's progress. Hope is not a passive feeling. It's an active commitment to nurturing growth, even in the smallest ways. An intelligent person in old age recognizes that every generation carries both burdens and opportunities. While it's easy to focus on what feels broken or lost, it's far more empowering to look for signs of resilience and creativity. Instead of saying, there's no hope for the future, consider asking, how can I help make the future brighter? This shift transforms despair into purpose and reinforces your role as a source of wisdom and strength. In the end, hope is a gift you give not only to others but also to yourself. It reminds you that your story is still unfolding, that your influence continues to ripple outward, and that your belief in the future can inspire others to believe as well. By choosing to hope, you illuminate the path forward for yourself and for generations to come. 7. I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe later. Procrastination may seem like a habit reserved for the young, but it can creep into any stage of life, even old age. Saying, I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe later, is often an unconscious dismissal of the present moment. For an intelligent person, however, such words can signal an avoidance of opportunities that may never come again. In old age, the time we have becomes more valuable, and delaying what truly matters can lead to regret. Putting things off, whether it's a phone call to a loved one, starting a new project, or mending a strained relationship, can rob you of the joys and fulfillment that come from acting now. Life's later years are a gift, a time when priorities become clearer and distractions fade. Yet, every tomorrow we assume we'll have is uncertain. When you delay, you risk losing the chance to make a difference, connect deeply, or experience something meaningful. Acting in the present doesn't have to mean taking on monumental tasks. It can be as simple as calling a friend, writing down your thoughts, or finally embracing a hobby you've always dreamed of pursuing. These small steps, taken today, can ripple outward in ways you might never expect. They bring a sense of accomplishment, enrich your relationships, and remind you of your ability to shape your own life. Procrastination often stems from fear of failure, of discomfort, or even of change. But the wisdom of age equips you with the understanding that mistakes are part of life's beauty, not something to avoid. By choosing action over delay, you affirm your commitment to living fully, even in the face of uncertainty. An intelligent person in old age recognizes the preciousness of now. Instead of saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," embrace today with the intention and courage to act. You'll find that the rewards of living in the present far outweigh the fleeting comfort of putting things off. Life is not a collection of perfect moments waiting to happen. It's the imperfect, beautiful moments we create by showing up and saying, "I'm ready." 8. It's too late for me to change. As the years pass, it's easy to feel that the patterns of life are set in stone. Saying, "it's too late for me to change," reflects a belief that growth and transformation are the domain of the young. But an intelligent person knows that change is not limited by age. It is a choice we can make at any time, and it is often in our later years that it becomes most profound. Change in old age doesn't have to mean a dramatic overhaul of your life. It might be as subtle as learning to see a relationship differently, embracing a new technology, or developing a healthier habit. These small but significant shifts remind you that you are never a finished product. Growth is not about erasing the past, but building on it in a way that honors both your experiences and your potential. When you say it's too late, you close yourself off to possibilities that could bring new joy, connection, and purpose. Change can feel intimidating, especially when it challenges deeply ingrained habits or beliefs. But in reality, it's the willingness to adapt that keeps you mentally and emotionally vibrant. Every new step, no matter how small, reinforces the idea that you are capable of evolving and thriving. Consider the impact your openness to change can have on those around you. Younger generations often look to elders for guidance and inspiration. When they see you embracing growth and adaptability, it encourages them to face their own challenges with courage. Your ability to change becomes a powerful testament to resilience and lifelong learning. Change also brings freedom, the freedom to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace what brings meaning to your life. Whether it's forgiving an old grievance, learning a new skill, or approaching a situation with fresh eyes, these acts of transformation affirm that your journey is ongoing. They remind you that every day offers a chance to become more fully yourself. An intelligent person in old age understands that it is never too late to grow, to try, or to change. Instead of saying, "it's too late for me," choose to ask, "what's possible for me today?" This mindset opens the door to a richer, more fulfilling life, one where your potential is not defined by the years behind you, but by the courage you bring to the moments ahead. Change at any age is not just possible, it's a beautiful affirmation of life itself. The enduring power of words and legacy in old age. As we journey through the later chapters of life, our words become more than just expressions. They carry the weight of our wisdom, the essence of our character, and the legacy we leave behind. The way we choose to communicate, what we say, and equally importantly, what we don't say, has the power to inspire, heal, and connect, or to divide and distance. An intelligent person in old age understands that every word and action is an opportunity to uplift, to guide, and to show others the strength of a life well lived. It is not about clinging to the past or resisting change, but about embracing the present with humility, courage, and a sense of purpose. By letting go of dismissive habits and adopting a thoughtful, open hearted approach to communication, you not only enrich your own life, but also set an example for generations to come. Your later years are not a time of fading significance, but a time of refined influence. Your experiences are a treasure trove of lessons, your patience a balm to a hurried world, and your openness a beacon of wisdom. Every interaction becomes a chance to share your story, to build bridges, and to remind others that growth, learning, and connection are not bound by age, but thrive because of it. In the end, the most profound gift you can give is the wisdom of your words, shaped by a life lived with integrity and grace. Speak with kindness, listen with curiosity, and live with the quiet assurance that your voice matters. For it is through your words and the way you carry yourself that your legacy will shine, not just as a reflection of who you were, but as a guiding light for who others can become. Life is fleeting, but the impact of a thoughtful, intelligent presence is eternal. Let your words be the seeds of hope, love, and wisdom that grow long after you are gone. That truly is the mark of a life well lived. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching. And here's to living life on your own terms.